Hello boys and girls of all ages. We're back for the neck. First, the sides are bent and we're not going to use them for a long while because we're working on the neck for quite a while. To keep them in shape, I've nailed a template, which I don't need anymore, on this board. Put the sides alongside, keep them in place with these sticks, and this way they will keep the shape until we use them. Construction like this you will have to make as well, because we need something to give it its shape and line it out when we're gluing it all together. This is one I made, but there are of course different ways and even more easier templates like this to make, to keep them in place. I will show you by that time, but today it's our first neck day. Well, this is another neck I'm making from another guitar. This is just to show you. It was like this, straight. I've cut it down here at about a 17 degrees angle. And you turn it around, and then there are two ways to glue it. You can glue them like this. Yeah, you've got your angle, but now it's on top. And because the strength of the strings will be upwards, I'd rather do it this way. Same angle. Now, before you can glue this together, you will find that when you make the incision and saw it, this will not be a perfect fit. So clamp this one in, take a plane and make it smooth until you get a good fit over here. If it's a really good fit and you clamp it together, you can hardly see the joint. And it's very important because a lot of tension coming on this. So this must be a good fit. Now, I hope you can see it. I'll stand up and show you more close by. Like this. This is my fit, and it's not a complete good fit. I can see little differences in it. So I'll work on this one to make it an even better fit, because it's most important. Now, when your fit is alright and you want to glue it, you'll find that if you put glue on this side, put it on, and you try to clamp it, it will go all the way around. There's a little trick for that. Clamp it in without glue and clamp it until you get the perfect position. Then, when that's done, you put in two nails, for example, and you put it in on this side, because a hole on this side, no problem. On the other side is the side we will see. We don't want to have a hole in it. Okay, I put a nail around here and around here. Make sure your nail goes past the joint to keep it in place, but short enough to not make a hole here on the back. So when you get those two nails in, and it's a perfect fit, it will stick. Then you can glue, put them on, put the nails in, clamp it, take the nails out, and then it's no problem to glue it in the right position. Okay. We'll have it. We'll have the angle. Now we have some shaping to do. I want the thing to be 20mm thick. Why? Because my machine head is 19. I want a nice fit on this, and I want it to have 1mm left on the top, so you can really see the linings of the veneer. I'll show you in a minute. The way we do that. I'll take 20mm, mark it, make my line, and make my line here, because this is where the nut is going to be. To be sure it won't go too far, I take my measurements to see where the 12th fret will be, and in this case it will be here, and I got this piece of leftover that will go into the guitar. That's alright, the feet will be under here, and just a little excess for going in the guitar, that's enough, that will do. So, I'll make it 20 after it's glued. I'll take our parlor neck, and you see I glued it. You can hardly see the joint. That's a good sign, means it's a nice fit. So I glued it on to have the angle. Then I glued on the veneer, a white one, a black one and a white one, and on top the head plate. After I did that, and I did it oversized as everything, I took off the excess of the head plate and the veneer towards this straight line, and then I took it around, and with the bandsaw I made this shape, because this is the shape I want. I want it to go wider to the end. Now, because I kept this one 20, this will fit on nice. But I didn't keep it 20, I made it going from 20.5 to 19, because I want this a little bit tapered, just to have an extra, you can call it an extra mission, an extra problem for myself, because I have to practice and I have to move on as well. And I think that will give it a nice shape. It's tempered just a little bit to the end too. Now, these will come in, of course the other way around, and they will fit here. I'll put it upside down, and they will fit that way, that when I put them in, you can still see the veneer lining, and I think that's important. It would be a shame to put in a nice lining and then put a part of your machine heads over it. So that is why. Now you see, I've got a center line on the head plate, on the rest of the head, on my neck, but also on the other side. Because when I saw off these pieces, I couldn't do it like this in my bandsaw, I had to do it like that. And having this center line, I can make the measurements from my center line to the left, to the right, and keep it all balanced. Well, so far so good. The next thing I will do is make the holes in it and take out the slots. And I'll explain to you that next time. Bye bye.